Call to order the planning board meeting of October 20th, 2022. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The town of Burlington will be holding the October 20th, 2022 meeting of the planning board as a hybrid meeting due to the current state of emergency due to the COVID-19 virus. As such, the governor issued an executive order on March 12th, 2020, authorizing remote meetings under General Law Code 30A, Section 20, and extended by Chapter 22 of the Acts of 2022, including permitting remote meetings and participation until March 31st, 2023.
As always, members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting. Please note that while an option for remote attendance is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the meeting or hearing will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast, unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with particular interest in a specific item on this agenda should make plans for in-person versus virtual attendance accordingly. And those seeking to participate remotely can do so via the following. Go to the website townofburlington.webex.com. Our meeting number is 2344-089-7815, and the meeting password is 1645. We're being broadcast on the BCAT government channel. You can find it on Comcast 99, RCN 15, and Verizon 41. We're also streamed on the BCAT, on the Facebook Live via the BCAT government Facebook page. The public will be able to make comments during the hearing, during the time for public comment. Questions can be asked via WebEx or the via WebEx Q&A function. All persons wishing to ask a question or make a comment must identify themselves ahead of time.
Thank you, Liz. Item 2 on our agenda is public participation. Each participant will be allotted 3 minutes and must identify themselves prior to speaking. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on an item that is not on our current agenda? You please identify yourself for the record.
Yes, my name is Sunil Prajapati. I've been here before, some of you know me. Jessica, congratulations and welcome aboard. I tried to be in that seat, and obviously planning board didn't want me there, so you are there. To make sure I don't end up there, planning board voted twice, once within them and then once with the minority select board to make sure I get voted out. So you are there. Congratulations. The reason I wanted to be there was that one of the reasons was that planning board shouldn't vote twice when they want to fill someone if we really want to promote democracy. And I'll go into more detail on that. But the other reasons are that after 2 years of struggle, I received a document from planning board that I'm good to live in my house. And there are a lot of things wrong with this document. Like a lot of things I saw during the 2 years, both as a customer and as an observer who has observed many of the other planning board meetings. And I can say that it is quite dysfunctional. The board is very dysfunctional and it can be much better. And that is the reason why I wanted to be there. Obviously, it will take years for someone like me be appointed there. In those things, I will try to run for the election. Hopefully, I will win. It is all popularity contest, so I don't know what will happen. But as a member of the public, I will try my best to improve the functionality of the board, and that is the reason I'm here right now. I will need about 30 minutes. I know I have only 3 minutes, and I've asked many times that please give me 30 minutes to explain what was wrong on the June 16 meeting and what was wrong with the process and how we can do things better. My goal here is to work with you all to improve the functionality of the board. I heard a lot of good things. We just came from a meeting and a lot of good things I heard, but it is, anybody can say good things. It's not just saying the good things, it is really walking the talk. And I don't see that here. And it can be done. You know, we can make our community better. We talked a lot about how the community was 50 years back, 100 years back. Obviously, it is not what it is today. What we have today is very different community than what it was. I've lived in Burlington since 93. I know it was very different in 93, and it is very different now. It's the fact, it's the reality. And we need to work with those reality. It's not about diversity only. Yes, you know, I bring different diversity in this room, but that is not the only thing. There are also other things we can work on. Diversity is just one of the things. It's the way we work can be much better. And please, I beg you, Brenda, please give me 30 minutes so we can discuss what those things are, so we can improve things.
I appreciate, your eagerness to have 30 minutes. I don't think that this is the appropriate forum. I do think that there is a time and a place for having that conversation, and appreciate your feedback. If you want to write to the board and write to the GEI and have a conversation about what you think that we could be doing better, I'd appreciate that, and I welcome that conversation. And I welcome a conversation between you and I as the chair of the planning board. But knowing how our meetings are run, to give you more than 3 minutes would be opening up an opportunity for other folks to be doing the same.
Absolutely.
And I need to make sure that every citizen or every person who wants to meet with the planning board has the same opportunity as everyone else. So again, if you and I would like to have coffee, I welcome that opportunity.
Sure, I'll drop you an email and we can just take it from there.
And that would be great. So
Sure, sounds good.
we've approached that 3 minutes.
Sure.
Again, I welcome that conversation.
No, I will definitely send an email to all of you, and whenever we can meet, really my goal is to improve the way things work, and there is a lot of room for improvement.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Have a good
everyone.
evening.
You too.
Moving on, we have some continuances.
Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion to take items 7A and 7B together and out of order for discussion purposes.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item A is a continued public hearing. Petition to amend the zoning bylaw, Article 3 districts, Article 4 use regulations, Article 8 overlay districts, 8.5.0 town center, to create a new zoning district, town center multifamily TCM, submitted by the planning board. Article B is a continued public hearing. Petitions to rezone property to the town center multifamily TCM districts 137, 137R, 138, 139, 139A, 169, 171, 173 through 175, 185, 207, 209, 211, 276 Cambridge Street, 225, 26, 30, 36 Grant Avenue, 1 Kinney Avenue, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24 Terry Avenue, submitted by the planning board.
So I just want to give a quick update. We're not really talking about this item. This is a lot to, the town center is it's a hot button topic. It's a lot to take on. I think that we're trying to, working with MBTA communities and the requirements there, and looking at the whole town in terms of making sure that we're complying with MBTA communities, but also looking at the town center within that umbrella. I don't think that the town center shouldn't be the only place that MBTA communities parcels are. So we're taking a step back, and so that's why I'm kind of pushing it back till, next year. We're not bringing it to town meeting. We're kind of taking a step back and looking at it more holistically. And I know last meeting we set up a subcommittee, and so I want to
Appreciate that.
all that stuff. So
Thank you, Liz.
Question. Are we maintaining a email list for multifamily and town center, so
it's
people don't show up if we're continuing?
yes. So I can make sure that happens. But I think Jen usually our amazing admin job.
No, I know she does a very good job.
And so we can make sure that.
Okay, thanks.
Madam Chair, just a quick question, not on this particular, but just in general. Has anybody heard from Melissa Tankopoulos on what she's doing? Is she planning to bring something to January town meeting on the Middlesex Turnpike?
No, so we're going to talk about that in the discussion items. We'll get there.
We're on it, Bill.
We're on it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get there.
We missed the bunch.
Okay.
Okay, then, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to continue these matters to the planning board meeting of January 19th, 2023.
Oh, thanks, Barbara.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving forward.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to take item 7C out of
Second.
Item C is to continue a public hearing, petition to amend the rules and regulations governing the subdivision of land in Burlington submitted by the planning board.
Quick update, if you don't mind, Madam Chair.
Please.
That is, again, like last week, kind of updating our subdivision rules and regs so they adhere to the new bylaws that were approved at town meeting, so groundwater and stormwater. And so those were just submitted to town clerk, and we need to get AG approval, and so that will probably happen at the November 16th meeting, and so we're just kind of bringing it all into alignment.
Does that require town meeting approval, or is just
No,
our?
you guys
ours, right?
control the subdivision rules and regs, so that's just you guys.
Thank you, Liz.
Yep.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to continue these matters to the planning board meeting of November 16th, 2022.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving forward to announcements, I want to first start off by saying I am so happy to welcome Liz as our new planning board director. This is so well-deserved.
Thank you.
And she is amazing, and we're very, very fortunate to have you. So I'm excited to actually give you the title that you so are well-deserved.
Thank you guys so much, I really appreciate it. I'm excited to, continue my work. I have many ideas, I'm excited to work with Melissa Nantaklis and continue working with everybody here, so I'm excited to continue serving the people of Burlington.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you want to continue on to announcements?
Yes, I would love to. So early in-person voting is happening now. So it's October 22nd from 9 a.m. to 3, the 24th from 12 to 4, and there's more dates and times if you check the town calendar. You can come, and that's happening in the town hall main hearing room. Is that happening in the, it's probably happening either at Grandview or it's here downstairs, in this room?
In this room.
Really?
Yep.
They've done it here before.
I assumed it was like in Amy's office. Anyway, sorry, I don't live here, I don't vote here, but come vote, okay? So the Board of Health is holding a flu clinic by appointment on October 22nd. So that's from 9:30 to 12:30. It's gonna happen at the Memorial School. The Select Board, I just want to point this out, they're meeting on the 24th, so this upcoming Monday starts at 6. This is when MassDOT is going to come to present their, plan for the repaving and restriping of Cambridge Street, and that's from Billrica to Wynn Street. I know there's a lot of chat online about that, but if you're interested and you want to see the plan, understand like the facts of what they're actually doing, I would encourage everybody to tune into that, and that you can participate, you can log in online, watch on TV, or be here in person, so it's going to be a hybrid format. Paul Raymond is having a retirement party, and Barbara, I don't know, do you want to talk about it a little bit? What's good?
Well, as I think everyone here knows,
Yes.
but for the listening public, Paul Raymond has served the town of Burlington in different positions for 50 years.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
50 years.
50.
So,
Amazing.
this is a well-deserved retirement, and we're very excited and happy for Paul. So, this is an open house style party. It's going to be held at Cafe Escadrille next Tuesday, the 25th, from 6 to 8 p.m. And we hope everyone will come and toast Paul and congratulate him on his retirement and thank him
Can we
for the
roast him
many,
too?
many years of service. I'm not sure he's expecting a roast. He actually told me that he was really excited to come because who wouldn't want to come and hear people say nice things about them?
I love it. I love it.
So we're gonna
Fantastic.
skip the roast and just go for the nice things. But there will be some modest refreshments and a cash bar, and we hope everyone can come. Spread the word, because everyone's invited.
Yeah.
Bob,
Thank you,
on the-
Barbara.
Yes.
On the restaurant side or the function hall
I
side?
do not know where they're putting us,
Okay.
because we're gonna take whatever they give us, because
Gotcha.
they're giving us a really nice deal.
I'm sure.
Thank you, Cafe Escadrille.
Yes, thank you.
I'll keep going. So Shredding Day is happening on October 29th from 8 to 12 in the parking lot behind Town Hall. And after you're done shredding, you can head over to the Sculpture Park.
Yay! So the Sculpture Park is having another family fun event on Saturday, October 29th, starting at 9 a.m., running till 11 a.m. We are going to have a professional artist who will be doing a demonstration of pumpkin painting. And the first 100 children to come will get their own grapefruit-sized pumpkin and paints, so they can paint their own pumpkins to take home with them. And we will be serving donuts supplied by the very generous Wegmans of Burlington. So everybody should come, get free food and a free pumpkin.
I love it.
And it should be a great fun time.
Thank you, Barbara. Does anyone else have any other announcements that they'd like to make? Nope. Okay. Moving forward, we have a continued public hearing. Barbara, do you want to jump in?
No, not just D.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, a matters appointment.
Nope, we don't have, we're on 7, and then the item is D on the agenda.
D already.
Matters of appointment, item D is a continued public hearing, petition to amend the planning board town center design rules and regulations. Staff?
So this is, we're hearing from Sally Willard, who is on the zoning bylaw review committee, sign subcommittee, and she's here to kind of continue that conversation about her work in the town center, and we have. So everybody has packets of kind of the 1 and 3, and so Sally, I'm gonna, I hope I've set you up, but.
All right, let me just get my notes.
Sally, for the record, would you please state your name and?
I'm Sally Willard. I'm a Burlington resident, 13 Foster Road. I'm the chair of the subcommittee, the sign subcommittee of the zoning bylaw review committee.
That's a mouthful.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to start with an introduction for those of you who don't know what we've been doing. The sign subcommittee was formed about almost 3 years ago, and we have been active and meeting generally 2 nights a month during that time. Our participants are Ernie Covino. He's been on the subcommittee for that time as a member of the ZBRC. Sherry Ellis, Betsy Hughes, Mike Murray, until he left the Zoning Board of Appeals. And we've met with members of the public, business owners, as well as the Chamber of Commerce. We've had a guest once from E-Ink, the E-Ink company. They're based in Billerica. And we have had many communications and review of our materials by the International Sign Association. So we've been hard at work trying to bring the town to a different place for signs. The current situation is that there are 2 sign bylaws. There's one in the zoning bylaw, and there's one in the general bylaw. They're almost identical. The general bylaw is Article 14, Section 3, I think. The zoning bylaw is Article 13. Signs are permitted and regulated by zoning district. For example, the IG or BD or RO, whatever zoning district there is. And the definitions are limited. There are 13 types of signs that are defined, and they are found in the general bylaw, not the zoning bylaw. A property zoned BG in any neighborhood or area of town is permitted to have the same sign as any other BG property, whether that's in the town, whether the 2 properties would be in the town center or in a neighborhood, for example, down on Wynn Street or Wilmington Road or on the Mall Road. If it's BG, then they all fall under the same rules. The sign subcommittee has worked on new signage regulations. The proposed articles that you have will allow the town to create signage districts appropriate to the area of the town that signage district covers. We're proposing to submit 2 bylaws amendments for consideration. The first amendment simply creates a signage district and the Burlington signage districts. It would also create a map for signage districts. The Second Amendment would create a new single signage regulation to replace the current signage regulation eventually in the zoning bylaw. But this, we would not be eliminating any of the regulation under the general bylaw. The zoning bylaw regulations would only apply, that are proposed, would only apply to signage districts created under this zoning bylaw. The article will create a structure for future sign regulation. It includes sign definitions, and there are more than 13 there, provisions for permitted and temporary signs, and a requirement that signs be maintained, something that we don't seem to have today. The article will create regulations for the first Burlington signage district, the town center signage district. Now, you may ask, why did we choose that? Well, because the town center overlay is a defined district, and that gave us an area, a defined area to use as the first signage district. It's also perhaps one of those areas in town that's in, could use some
Love.
some love. That's very good. This section of the signage regulation includes general requirements for signs in the town center signage district, as well as specific objective regulations by sign type. There is a regulation table that has the requirements for different types of signs that are allowed in the signage district. It specifies that one of the concerns that people have is that they're going to have to change their signs. Well, under zoning, you don't have to. And we have a provision that says if you change the structural content by more than 10% of the area, then you would need to go through the permitting process and, in all likelihood, have to follow the new signage regulations. We're hoping that this will be at town meeting in January, but it's unlikely because, you know, these things take time.
Thank you,
This-
Sarah.
This is the third time that in 25 years that sign regulation has been, someone's tried to address it, and we hope that this time it's successful.
Thank you. I appreciate all the work that, you put forth. As the chair of the planning board, I respectfully ask that you meet with the chair of the ZBA, where they are, more focused on signage. And I know that you've worked with Mr. Murray in months past and years past, and, and I appreciate all of his work, that he's put forth within the community. But I think it's crucial that you meet with the ZBA before our board can comment, because that's truly their wheelhouse. And, I think it's the most utmost respect to have their board comment before our board does as well.
Okay, and would they comment to you, or?
No, they would comment to you, and then I think that, if there was any modifications to anything that you're putting forth as far as, any type of descriptions, I think it's important for them, first and foremost, to make those comments, and then planning board would be secondary.
Okay,
Jeremy, I say one quick
Please do.
This is a very comprehensive list of signs. I had no idea there were that many kinds of signs. And yet, there's one thing on here that I don't think we've addressed that we've worried about in the past, umbrella signs. So where would we fit them in? We
Didn't
don't need
we,
to discuss now.
We don't, but I think it's just a tidbit of information. Umbrella signs, are those the same as like the flag signs that we?
No
No,
umbrellas.
those
that
are
have-
addressed.
No umbrellas
Oh.
that they put signage.
Oh,
So like outside,
Yeah.
outdoor eating
Yeah.
spaces.
fair,
Right.
fair.
So just something you might want to add to that extremely comprehensive list. Thank you so much, Sally.
Thank you, Sally. And for the public's knowledge, I did reach out to Charlie, the chair of ZBA. He was unable to attend this evening. He hasn't had the opportunity to read all this information. But again, I think it's crucial that they comment before we do. So I appreciate all of your efforts and look forward to working with you in the future.
Can I ask one question, please?
Please.
So, thank you. I might be missing it, I'm not sure, I apologize if I am, but the question would be is, you address vehicles with signs on them that are in one place for any given time.
Have we addressed those?
Have you contemplated that at all?
Oh, yes, we had many conversations about different types of signs. Is that a sign if it's a truck that's parked out in the parking lot? I mean, or if it's a storage unit that's parked in a parking lot. I think that's something that,
Once again.
we have spoken about it.
Didn't we also have, we had the building inspector at a few of our meetings also.
Yes, he attended virtually every meeting.
Yeah, and I'm not sure whether he gave us some input, but I do not remember whether it was on that particular thing, or was it on storage units, or was it?
So, yeah.
I don't
Again,
remember.
Ernie, ZBA hasn't commented on this, like this
Yeah,
is.
but forgive me if I can
Sure.
jump in for a second. The ZBA is only empowered to grant signs larger than those allowed. They don't see every sign.
They see more signage than
No,
we
no,
do,
oh,
no?
They
no.
see more signage than we do.
And we,
They definitely, we don't have any sign
And so
authority.
my only, as a matter of respect for other boards.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think that they
yeah,
need to look at this before we do, and then we can
That's-
dig into it all
That's
day
fine,
long.
but
We got-
understand their only authority in signs
I
is
understand.
larger than those allowed.
There's a lot of wood to chip,
But-
and we're just
But,
looking at the sawdust right
but,
now.
but our design regulations for this particular sign district,
Yep,
the town center,
sure.
do not yet include signs. And maybe they should.
Right.
There's a draft of it.
Yes, Sally, they've looked at it,
Okay.
yep.
And
Yes.
so, and that's within our purview, nobody else's.
Agreed.
So maybe we ought to get off the stick on that one so that,
There's more to meets the eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Transformers once said that, I think. Trust me. We're on it.
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I can say
Thank you,
that because I'm
Sally.
over 75
Sally.
now, right? I don't have to be
Anything you want.
PC anymore, right? I can say,
No,
I
you can say whatever you want.
Thanks, Joe.
I appreciate that.
So, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to continue this matter to the planning board meeting of November 3rd, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
All right.
Thank you. Moving on.
Minutes,
Minutes. Has everyone had an opportunity to read the minutes?
yes.
Anyone? No.
I'll take your word, it was good.
Take your word.
I'll take your word.
So, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the minutes of April 7th, 2022, and April 21st, 2022.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Abstain?
Abstain one, I'm sorry.
601.
Thank you.
I think you are anyways, right?
Yes.
Okay, discussion matters. We have a planning board 2023 meeting schedule. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the schedule?
Yes.
Is anyone opposed to the schedule?
The only question I had on was
What do you got?
after Labor Day, September 7th.
Yes, what do you guys, so just, if I may, Madam Chair, so we did move the April, we usually have 2 meetings in April, one of them falls on April vacation when schools are out. And so we moved, we're gonna have a special meeting on March 30th, but then again, the September 7th is kind of up to you guys.
I think September 7th is kind of questionable, at least, I mean, for me as a parent. And, I mean, even if
It's the
you're not a
Thursday
parent.
after Labor Day?
Thursday after Labor Day.
I think two components. We're gonna have something during April vacation, as you say.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We
We
moved
moved it.
April vacation. February vacation, that's 16th, is that included?
No,
All
that's,
right.
It's not February.
the only thing about the September 7th meeting is that, if we have articles going to the September town meeting, it's one less meeting to, discuss. So, one suggestion would to make that meeting be only for, town meeting items, if that, that's an option we can do. But,
I'm confused as to why it matters that it's this Thursday after Labor Day, because doesn't that mean everybody has to be home because their kids are going to school? What am I missing?
I think it's after Labor Day, not before Labor Day.
Right, it's
It's after the Labor Day vacation.
I don't see it being an issue. I mean, if people are out, people are out. I think that, the board is pretty astute to let staff know whether or not they're gonna be present.
Sure.
That being said, regardless of whether it's September 7th or March 30th, if people need a quorum, they're gonna reach out to staff and let us know what they need, and we can, return the same. So, moving forward, let's adopt the 2023 meeting schedule. Does anybody have any objections?
I just have a quick question.
Please.
Why don't we have an August 3rd meeting?
We only meet once in
August?
August and July and August, so we go on our summer schedule. And
You
December.
can come here on August 3rd.
You can come and hang out.
Sit here, eat my dinner.
All right, fair.
So, I move that we accept the planning board 2023 meeting schedule as printed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moving forward, Blanchard Wheeler Bike Path, feasibility study.
So,
What do you got?
So we went out on a site walk. We got money through the Housing Choice Grant Funding Program to, we got $30,000 to look at Blanchard and Wheeler because you can't, it's tight, it's narrow, there's nowhere to walk, there's a lot of employment there. It's kind of a through street that you can't walk. And so we actually went out on a site walk, you can see us there, and, we all wore brightly colored things, or tried to look at, the problem there is it's very low lying, there's a lot of wetlands, you have a lot of flooding, you have to deal with, we have to adhere to EPA and DEP, standards for stormwater and impervious surface, and so we are working with VHB to do that, and just wanted to let you know that we did that. There's going to be 2 public meetings as part of that. We're still just in the beginnings phases, but it's something we're working on, so just wanted to give you guys an update on that.
Thanks, Liz. Economic Development Committee. This is something that, I think it's one of my, we all have committees that we serve on. It's pretty cool, it's something that, where we talk about like the beer gardens and, all the kind of extra things that we do within the community beyond planning board, beyond ZBA, beyond select board. Mr. Spejo, when he left and moved on to select board, he was one of, the planning board,
Members of that
Thank you.
committee.
Thank you. Planning board members that joined me on the Economic Development Committee. So I do need somebody else that would like to join that soiree. It is typically noontime. It's the 3rd. Is it usually like the 3rd?
It's like the 3rd, it's virtual, so you don't
It is
have, you
virtual,
can stay,
right.
you can just
3rd
pop in.
Tuesday?
I think so.
It's the 3rd Tuesday. It's the 3rd Tuesday of every month. Is there anyone that would like to join that board? Again, let's, you would?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Please add Jess, to, if you would be so kind as to add, her to
Yeah.
the meeting schedule. That'd
So
be great.
I'll email Melissa Tintopoulos and have her add you to the list, Jesse, thanks.
That'd be great. Thank you. MassDOT. This is something that I think, and I've said it a million times, I think everybody needs to hear, and Caleb is going to be adding this to our Facebook page. because I think there's a lot of confusion about what's happening with Cambridge Street and how that's going to, like, the transformation, AKA painting project.
There
is
is, so
going
it's
to
like,
be
it's
affect-
repaving and painting.
Is going to affect, you know, the community as a whole.
Yeah, yep. So, again, come to the planning board meeting. The select board is, hosting, members from MassDOT will be here to be there to answer questions. Monday, upcoming Monday at 6 PM. You can join on Facebook, join on WebEx, come learn. You'll be able to see actual plans as to what exactly they're doing instead of hearing your neighbors tell you what they think they heard somewhere. So come to the meeting, so that, we can kind of hope assuage a lot of people's confusion about this. I
Yeah,
think.
so I think just a couple tidbits of information. There's no eminent domain
No,
taking place.
Nope.
There is no, we're not minimizing lanes or doing anything that's going to reconstruct the lanes as they are to date.
or as they illegally are to date.
Fair? Planning board has no involvement and no say in any way, shape, or form on anything that they're doing.
Say that again.
Please feel free to reiterate. And it's simply a painting project.
Yeah, they're gonna repave so that it's smooth, and they're gonna paint to the state standards for state roads.
Thank you. Okay, I mean, that just alleviated at least 20 messages in my inbox on Facebook, so, thank you.
You got it.
Form-based code RFP evaluation team. Liz, what do you got?
So, I'm working with Melissa. She got funding to, look at Mall Road, Middlesex Turnpike, that corridor, to look at, form-based code, and she put out an RFP, and so we're looking, just, nobody has to commit, this is just keep it in the back of your mind. She wants an evaluation team of people to look at these RFPs that come in to see, so that we can get input from the public on who we choose to do that project.
Sure, and so there's a twofold component. One, we need the evaluation team. I'll be spearheading that. If anyone else, if somebody wants to second that on planning board, I welcome that opportunity to other folks. And then in addition to that, once we actually solidify a vendor, we need to, of course, keep people accountable.
Yeah, so I think that Melissa Tintakis is gonna be looking to, at
look.
least one member of the board to be on the committee overseeing that
Correct.
project, so,
Right,
that's.
so if anyone has any interest in doing so.
Keeps looking over here, but hi.
I'm looking at everyone. Don't get guilty. You're guilty.
I mean, when do you think the timing of the, the accountability team? as I call them?
Accountability, and I asked the question, we're looking between 6 and 9 months.
From now.
No,
Oh.
6 to
No,
9
4 to
months
6.
collectively.
Do you know though, because like,
A
you're
6 to 9 month project.
Correct.
after the,
After the solidification of who we are choosing as a vendor.
After we choose a vendor, yes.
And when do you think the vendor choosing will occur?
So I know that Melissa just sent the RFP, to our procurement person, and so probably the next few months, but I'll keep you guys in the loop, January.
You know how long it takes to get an RFP back.
yeah. So it's like, are we talking summer?
Let's call a spade a spade. We know how that one's going out.
Okay.
Okay, so master plan review.
Master plan preview, so, okay, can I borrow this for a minute?
Go for it.
So I just wanted to show you guys kind of brief update on we have a master plan. It is together. It is in, a lot better shape than it was. It is more readable, it is more user-friendly, and so I'm sorry I'm taking up time finding it, I apologize. And so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what we've been doing. So we've been working with Emily Innes, and she's, here we go, so executive summary. Perfect, so I just want to show you guys what it looks like.
Well, Liz, I guess while you're doing that, Caleb can tell us all about the planning board positions that are available. What do you got, Caleb?
Yes, so with Liz
Right on the
becoming the planning director, her old job as a senior planner is now open. It has been posted on the Burlington Town website, and it is now can be seen on a few different job posting websites of Indeed. That's the first one that comes to my head. But I know that if you look up planner type positions, that it now pops up on Google. And we've still had the open position from before of the planner and development coordinator position. That is also available on the town website. So we will be posting, having a post that goes out on our socials now that they're both available, to reiterate that message that people who are interested to please apply, and that we will kind of get that moving.
Who wouldn't want to work with all of us?
Guys, I'm trying to build a really awesome planning team, so come on down.
I have the utmost faith in you.
Thank you.
So,
So here, we have our master plan, so it's a lot more
Perfect, thank you.
readable. We have icons, we have colors, we have an executive summary that kind of is a lot more together. And so I definitely I wanna send this out to you guys, to like kind of preview. We're not looking to change content. And so, we're not changing content. We've done that. We've done it.
Bill tell you he's colorblind and it's all gonna be black and white?
No, Bill, no. Just kidding, no. But I want to send this out to you guys. Our consultant is on vacation until the end of the month. So I want to get your blessing before the end of the year.
Fair.
Before the end of the year, no.
First December meeting, we're going to vote on it and
End
gonna
of the
Good.
year,
So everybody be
Fair.
ready.
get ready.
Okay.
So that
On it.
is.
So when will you send that out to staff?
I want to send it out to you guys tomorrow,
Perfect.
just to look at. So, and just the executive summary, because that's what people are going to actually read.
Right.
Fair.
And I can also send you the implementation matrix as well, because she also redid that. The implementation matrix was just kind of an Excel table that was difficult to use. And so I'll send you implementation. If she sent me her final, I will double check, but if not, you'll get the executive summary. So, it's pretty good, so we're moving.
Awesome. Thank you so much. MBTA communities and community subcommittees.
When can we schedule our subcommittee for you guys? I just want to, we can circle back tomorrow, but I just want you guys thinking. I know that you work a lot, Bill, so hopefully Wednesday evenings would work for you, so that they would work for staff as well. What's the last thing? Planning board retreat.
I'm sorry, wait a second. When is that? Wednesday evenings?
Wednesday evenings.
That's when I would like to have it, because that's when we're here late, and that's when people who have 9 to 5 jobs can also, when you guys are available.
So it's Bill and Barbara?
That's who was on it, and, yep, that's who.
Fair.
Yep,
If you can add me to that invite list, if I'm available, I'll jump in, but
yeah, that's fine, yeah, you bet.
Everybody should get CC'd.
yeah, actually, yeah, that's fair.
We'll get there, bro.
Liz,
Yes,
CC everyone. if
yeah,
you
I mean,
want.
everybody, if you wanna come, I want, it's,
Well, I think the MBTA, yeah,
if there, so,
it's a big deal.
yep, it's a big deal.
Thank you.
So, then last to discuss is the planning board retreat. We keep pushing this out and pushing this out.
That's my fault
No,
now.
it's
It's my
Brenda,
fault.
were you, so,
I was unavailable for a little while.
But we do have a date now,
I
right?
thought the last date so far was next Thursday.
Which is October 27th? Yes.
That's what I have in our planning calendar.
Fair.
I,
Anyone post that?
Nope.
What time?
What about you? Well, it's really important that we're all there, or it's
What day is this again?
Thursday.
Thursday, October 27th.
A week from today.
Yeah.
yeah, a week from today.
If anybody can't make it, they'll say
Time? What
something,
time?
because it's really important.
The earlier the better first thing.
I think we had said 5:30.
Hold the train.
So this is October, what, I didn't bring my thing.
27th.
I may,
October 27th.
bear with me, folks.
And it's at 5:30. Where's this?
I'm trying to do it at Grandview Farm, but let's hold for let's hold for Brenda.
The other B.
The other, I know, then.
You were supposed to work your magic. What happened to that?
She's just been
broke.
My wand broke.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
27th?
I'll make it work.
Yep,
We're
so,
on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna schedule so 5:30, I'm gonna schedule Grandview for that. I think instead of the big ballroom, we'll be kind of upstairs, there's more of a conference area with and so it'll be more intimate, and again, we'll bring the leftover, we'll bring that leftover pizza from the DEI committee, just kidding. It's fine, I'm just kidding.
I'm good. You guys kidding?
I'm just kidding. But so I'll try to get an agenda out ahead of time for that. And that's all I have. Thank you for bearing with me.
Awesome. All right, folks, we got nothing else. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So, just new business, if I may? Madam Chair?
Sure.
Yeah, just the only thing I got from the rec commission is that they're looking to do something with their building up on Windmere, now that they have the new building, so.
Oh, they are.
Next to the theater, there's
Say that again,
kind of
Bill?
garage.
Can't
There's the building that they have on Windmere, that now they have the new garage, so they have
Oh,
that
right,
as
right.
some opportunity there with that building, whether they take it down and put something else up.
Yeah,
so.
where rec maintenance was up.
Burlington Players and.
It's next to it, it's next to Burlington Players Building.
Buildings.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a site walk up there and take a look, see what's going on with that.
Yeah, I remember.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
It's up,
Thank you.
it's up, you know, where the Burlington Players Building is up on, I think is it Edgemere, it's up there?
It's behind, it's like, it's a park that is kind of hidden up behind Sammy's Deli.
Behind,
It's
like,
up on
Richard's-
that hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that it,
Burlington players perform.
okay. Yeah, it's-
Scary and creepy.
yeah, we talked about it during the master plan, so I'm glad that I'm excited for
We're
the
gonna do a site
rec,
walk
that's
and take
fantastic.
a look and see what
It's awesome.
opportunities are up there. So there's a lot of trails up there, so, you know, there's an, opportunity, and, you know, you hate to say make a parking lot, but maybe, yeah, so I didn't know it either. We do a lot of trail walking, so it'd be interesting to
Cool.
see what's up there and have another opportunity for some rec space. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? I just want to put it for the record, it's 7:55, almost 7:55. I don't know that we've ever had a planning
Second.
board meeting. So, we have a first and a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.